What's poppin', everybody? This is Sabro54. Today we're going to be reviewing the Incandescent Arcana Japanese set. First time I ever had to say such a word. Didn't even know a word like that existed. I think this is how you say it. Incandescent. But anyway, Japanese set. So this set, it's kind of funny we're talking about this already, like the full set that's going to be after Lost Origin, and Lost Origin hasn't come out yet. But that's always the case. Sets coming out every second. But this is probably going to be the last set we're going to get any vstar cards. I don't want to like place a bet on it, but this is how it makes sense to me, at least. The Sword and Shield era, it's coming to a close in a way. We already know the EX sets are going to be the future, I guess, what's going to be in the Scarlet and Violet era. They're going to come out in 2023. But from the way I calculated things, it's basically, yeah, after this set, then the next set after this set, in English, it's going to be one of the Scarlet Violet like base sets, and it's going to have EXs. I would be hard pressed to think they're going to keep, V stars and Vs with EXs, because it's kind of different with the VMAXs and the Vs, because they're both Vs and evolve into something different. But with EXs, if that's going to be the thing for the era, I don't know if they're just going to keep random Vs in the sets and V stars just to keep them around for longer, which is kind of, I don't want to say unfortunate, but V stars are very short-lived. I thought they were going to stick around for much longer. They were going to be the thing for the next era too. I mean, Tag Team GXs, yeah, it's kind of the same animal with V stars. We only got a few of them towards the last few sets of the Sun and Moon era, but I don't know. I feel like I don't want to be saying that word. Shout out to Fresh and Fit, but it's V stars are a solid mechanic. It's basically like the GXs, the stage 1 GXs basically, and they've got, instead of a GX attack, the V star power. But anyway, let's get into the set finally. This is gonna be whatever it's going to be, the set after Lost Origin. I forgot the name. I guess I can just scroll down on Cerebi here and we can find out. Spoiling all the cards as we go. But yeah, it's going to be the Silver Tempest set, and I'm guessing these cards are going to be over there. So here goes. We got the Grass Pokemon first as usual. Scyther, Macca, discard a special energy. Attach to your opponent's active Pokemon. This is auto, so that's good. So doing damage and having a useful effect. Okay. Weak HP though, as always, with these regular Pokemon. They're never going to improve them. We got Yama. Doesn't do anything, but it does 10 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon, so that's a respectable spread. Kind of. And then Yamega. Hate this Pokemon, of course. 130 HP. I guess maybe it's a bit better than other Yamegas, but not really. It does shoot through. 20 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, and just 20 on the active too, so 40 for one total. Not gonna phase any rule box Pokemon at all. It's the story of our lives. Not gonna do damage, even though I don't care about Yamega. And then Jet Wing, 160 for 3. This Pokemon can attack during your next turn. So 2 KO range of an attack. I mean, it does have free retreat. It's not really a big problematic condition, this sort of effect. You can always like switch and shit, retreat and then switch. So fine, I guess. But at best, you're going to get one attack and it's going to die because it has 130 HP. If you can even power it up with 3 grass energies. So already begun with the filler cards, as always. Got the Carnivine, Bleary Saliva, your opponent's active Pokemon, poison and asleep. And then bind down during your opponent's next turn if any Pokemon can retreat. Yeah, gonna die in one shot. 2. Superior V. Given the Gen 5 starters some special cards. It's been a long time coming, I would say. So, I think, yeah, only they didn't get anything besides Emboar, where there was that random Emboar EX, like in the X and Y era, I think. So, Superior V, it just heals 30 damage from each Pokemon in play. I guess maybe that can come up. And then Solar Beam, it's a 120 for 3. Kind of boring. But the point is that it gets a V-star. Surprise, surprise. Looks pretty nice from this angle, I'd say. So 270, and it has free retreat actually. That's pretty nice, pretty sweet. So definitely respectable. Making up for the 10 HP, like losing 10 HP compared to things like Arceus when you have free retreat. It's a good trade-off, fair trade-off. So Royal Tornado, move any amount of energy from your Pokemon to your other Pokemon any way you like, and 190 for 3 is actually pretty good. So respectable damage, and you conserve energies. I kind of like this attack. It's actually very solid. And then Coil Star, the V-Star attack, it's going to do 60 damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon. And then switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. This attack I don't like so much. It's kind of a waste. So basically if you have 3 energies, it's going to do 180. So that's less than the Royal Tornado. And then you get to switch with something else. So yeah, hit and switch is good. I mean, it's basically like the GX attack of the old... I'm not even going to remember its name right now. What the fuck was that dude's name? Guzma's Pokemon, basically. Like that Pokemon that looks kind of like a fossil Pokemon, water grass, but it's not a fossil Pokemon. I can't remember every Pokemon at this point. But Guzma's main Pokemon, let's just say that. I think people know what I'm talking about. It did that sort of thing too, and I guess it can be useful if you time it at the right time. So perhaps it's not as useless as I say it is. And if you have 4 energies, it's going to be 240. Okay, I kind of take it back. It can have useful implications, but I would have rather have something else. Maybe something like what Shaman V-Star does, like mass healing. But pretty good still. I'm going to put in some work. It's because Royal Tornado kind of conserves, it has the sort of conserving effect as it is when we can conserve energies. Then maybe if we couldn't switch and save this dude, it wouldn't matter too much. Like with Guzma's Pokemon again, because I don't remember the name. If you had the energies, you didn't really have a way to save them. So if you could hit and switch, it served 2 purposes. So great V-Star though. Really pleased it's good. Superior. Very nice. Then we got Patil and Hisuian Lilligant. Nothing. Okay. Like this artwork though. Cute and basic sometimes is best. And then Hisuian Lilligant. Overflowed Aroma. Switch your deck for up to 2 grass energy and attach them to your bench Pokemon any way you like. Shuffle your deck. Great effect. And it's costless because this is a regional form, I guess, with a costless attack, but it is a stage 1 still, so it's gonna be slow. This sort of attack, you want this on a basic Pokemon like Volcanion, like Cresselia, these sort of energy from the deck attacks. 50 for 2, shit. Man, I really can't believe this, that every time I see attacks like this, I just can't help but think of other cards that I know very well, inside and out. Bibarel from Stormfront. This is from 14 years ago. Did 60 for 2. Can you believe this shit? And there's other examples of like similar cards that can do like 50 for 2. Like stage 2s from back in those days as well. I mean, it's just not the same. This sort of damage is not the same. You did 50 back then. That's 1/3 of a stage 2 Pokemon or some shit. Or like a level X or whatever. Doing 50 for 2 today, it's the 1/10 of a V-Star. God damn. Anyway, then we got a Radiant Serena. So I guess they're going all the way with the Pokemon that look like hoes sort of thing. I'm not a fan of shit like this, but anyway. 140 HP, it's on the weaker side. Elegant Heal, once during your turn you may heal 20 damage from each of your Pokemon. Okay, so that's a broken ability. It's like Milotic from, I think it was Evolving Skies, one of the sets. But you basically, it's a basic Pokemon. So you get to get this benefit without much trouble. Less space in your deck, you don't gotta evolve. And then Aroma Shot, remove all special conditions from this Pokemon. Not going to make any difference. If this Pokemon isn't the active Pokemon to attack, it's going to die right after that. Whatever. So, great Pokemon in tank decks. For sure. It's going to be your Radiant Pokemon of choice. Well, I mean, I say this. I don't even remember. Like, can you run... Yeah, you can't have more than one Radiant Pokemon in your deck. So yeah, if you're going to use this, you can't have anybody else. And we got Zarude. Pretty serious, like, position here, like martial arts. I don't know. Cool shit. So drag off. Switch. Yeah, switch whenever it puts Pokemon. Weak damage. And then triple vines. Flip 3 coins, 70 for each heads. Yeah. Gimmick shit, but I mean, I guess if you get 3 heads, it's gonna be strong for 2 energies. There's better Zarude cards at this point. And then we got Calyrex. First time I see you on your own. Didn't know it was a grass Pokemon in the games. Like a grass ice, I think. Some shit like that, maybe. So, King's Salute. You may search your deck for any 2 cards, put them into your hand, shuffle your deck. Now, it does cost 2 energies. You grab 2 cards, but also does damage too. So I guess I can be a little bit more lenient. You're still going to be able to do this with a DC attachment. So that's fine. And then Bright Bloom, 90, heal damage, 20 damage from each of your Pokemon. It's going to be good for the other guys. Not very much for this guy because it's going to die in 1 shot, as always. I guess for the first Calyrex, at least that I'm seeing, card on its own, it's a good beginning. Alright. Arcanine line next. Don't do anything. Looks cute though. Reminded me of Yoshi's Island. I don't know why. Arcanine. Flame Cloak. Attach a fire energy from your discard pile to this Pokemon. The Eternal 30 for 1 with this effect. That shit. How many Pokemon do this shit? You don't even attach it to another Pokemon. It has to be Arcanine. How are you going to attach an energy to yourself when you're going to die next turn? And then Fighting Tackle. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon V. 200 damage. That's kind of good, but Vs won't be relevant for too long. Too bad. Entei. Scorching Dash. If this Pokemon has any fire energy attached, it has no retreat cost. I don't know, I feel like this artwork, it's the same as other Entei cards. It could be crazy. But it just looks like to me this Entei card like I've seen it before. I don't know, maybe I've seen it on Poke Beach or some shit. But Claw Slash is useless, and yeah, having free retreat when you're a weak-ass Pokemon, and you need to have like an energy on it anyway. Not a good Entei card. And I'm actually being kind. This is a very bad Entei card. The only good thing about it is that I guess because all of the energy attack is colorless, he doesn't need fire, then I guess you could use it to hit for weakness. But those days, I mean, using tech Pokemon to hit for weakness like that, I don't even remember when was the last time I've seen something like that, because V-Stars and V-Maxes have so much HP. Once upon a time, you know, 90, if you could hit for weakness being times 2, 180, that would have given you a 1-hit KO. These days, it's just not the same thing. I mean, we're past even like 220 HP, 230, 240 HP. So like even if you could do 120 with the V-Belt or some shit, you get a 1-hit KO. You can't even do that. V-Maxes, V-Stars have 280 and shit. So, not much use, but who knows? I could be proven wrong. We got Reshiram V getting a special card as well. I guess the black and white Pokemon getting the special cards here. Gleaming Wings. Attach up to 2 basic energy from your deck to one of your Pokemon in play, then shuffle your deck. Now this is much better than the Lilligant because it's a basic Pokemon. 220 HP, it's a V, it's a little bit more respectable. And, I mean, fire, there's a lot of fire Pokemon that are going to appreciate this. So, very, very good. I mean, if we learned anything from Arceus and even Pikachu and Zekrom, these sort of big Pokemon with energy acceleration attacks are in. So, good Pokemon for this attack alone. And then the White Blaze attack, 200, but you flip a coin if tell this Pokemon can attack on your next turn. I'll take this 100%. It's fine. If it was flip a coin, it's not going to do damage or some shit like that, or you hit yourself, then it would have been shit. But not being able to attack, we don't care about that. We have ways around it. So very pleased with this Reshiram card for sure, giving more edge to fire Pokemon. Fennekin. Such a deck for any card. Pretty nice. Nice artwork once again. I don't know what this red stage is supposed to be. Yeah. Breakson. Flare Parade. 60 damage for each Serena card in your discard pile. Okay, so we know what the fuck these cards are going to be about. And Delphox. One of my favorite starters. Fuck the people that say this is bad design. It's fine design with me. It does, well, it has 150 HP into retreat, so absolutely pathetic stats. Flare Parade is going to do 60 damage for each Serena card in your discard pile, so once again, it's the supporter shit combos. I mean, it's going to max out at 240, that's if you have all of them. And then Energy Crush, 50 damage for each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. So this can be pretty solid too. Now, I guess the good thing about it, at the very least, is that it's very flexible when it comes to energy costs. 1 and 2, both colorless. And obviously we can use like DCs and shit, all the DC copycats. And we're good. So, it looks like it's going to be one of those stage 2s that I'm going to be trying out. Because I'm a bitch like that. Low energy cost, the only thing we can rely on. We'll see if we can do anything with it. Volcanion. Hammer in, shit attack, and then Hydro Burn. If this Pokemon has any water energy, 160 for 3. Probably gonna have some difficulty meeting that condition. Yeah. There's other Volcanion cards that are better. I mean, pretty much the one that you use in Fire Energy Acceleration decks comes to mind. I'm pretty sure it's still around. So Lazaline, Call for Family, Tail Trigger, flip a coin if heads your opponent's active Pokemon are confused, and then Super Cinch. Man, look at these attacks, man. They're a joke. 60 for 2 and burn, so it's like 80 for 2. Yeah, great. This is gonna really put the dent on the rule box Pokemon. Fuck me. Okay, I'm gonna take a sip because I'm gonna die again. Holy. I recorded another video before this one too. Like normally when I'm gonna do a set review like this, I don't record anything else so I can like save my voice, but yeah, just going all out today. Alolan Vulpix V. So it's kind of like the Eevee. It's these V Pokemon that are unevolved. Pikachu too, I guess. So Snow White Drop, 50 damage. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon V, it's these effects, they're not going to be useful for long. And then a 110 for 3. 190 HP, very weak. And then the vstar, god damn, only 240 HP. You better be doing some broken shit. Yeah. So unlike Pikachu, VMAX and shit, this is a V-Star. It looks really nice, I like it. Once again, giving me those Glaceon level X old school vibes. But, are you gonna be good? I mean, Snow Mirage. This attack's damage isn't affected by effects by your opponent's active Pokemon. Next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon from Pokemon with abilities. V-Star. So it's kind of translated weirdly when it comes to syntax, I guess, in Cerebi here, but I would imagine the effect is basically it's not going to be affected by effects of active Pokemon, great effect, and V-Star Pokemon with abilities can't touch you. So that's good, but once again, I mean, okay, I guess it's going to be... it's an answer to the broken V-Stars with abilities, which is Arceus, Palkia, other Pokemon, almost all of them really. So yeah, but once again, it's not going to be good for long. And 240 HP is horrendous. Why couldn't it have been at least 260, even 250? And that's not good anyway. And then the Silver Snow Star, it's 70 damage for each of your opponent's V in play. So once again, it's like a V counter. Yeah. Don't apply weakness or resistance for this attack. That kind of fucks it up. So they gotta have at least 3 for you to do 200 damage, like 210. Now, it doesn't need energies though. So yeah, it makes for a good revenge Pokemon. Backup, no commitment. If it's out, you can use this. It's very specific, once again. And it's rule box specific, so it's not going to be relevant for too long. And it doesn't hit for weakness. That's what really annoys me. It would have been a good... This would have been a good like answer to fire Pokemon and shit like that. Hitting it for weakness. Especially because it would be costless. If you can do 140 times 2, that's 280. So it would check significant stuff. But it doesn't hit for weakness, so it's going to limit its effectiveness. It's only going to be just a generically decent revenge attack. If you can do at least 210, and that's it. If you can do more, then it's great. But they got to have at least 4 Vs for you to get like a one-hit KO on a V-Star. Anyway, though, I guess the attacks aren't too bad. It has low HP, but attacks at least aren't terrible. They're solid for the most part. Then we got an Articuno. Ice Wings, and then 70 for 2. This Pokemon does 50 damage to itself. God. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now auto-paralyzed. Now, because small Pokemon like these die in one shot anyway, it wouldn't be such a bad effect, like it matters much. But the thing is, when you have effects like this, you limit yourself against spread decks. Like with the frogs, you've got a few damage counters on. Then you know that I can't use this attack, otherwise I'm going to kill myself on my turn. It's just really bad. It should have been you hurt yourself for 20 or something. Because 70 for 2, it's not groundbreaking, even with the auto paralysis. I'm sorry. Maybe like you hit yourself for 30. Just something like that. But not 50. And then we got a Wailord. It was a previous Wailord too. I guess they're giving us another one already. Wailmer, pretty nice artwork. It's pretty close to the coast. 220 HP, damn. 180 for 5, not 3. And then Bubble Drain, 80, and then Heal 30 from this Pokemon. Alright. Nice angle. Got Feebas and Milotic, so you should check for a card that evolves. Yeah, so you're Milotic instantly. And then Milotic. Pains me to see this card with 130 HP. Water Arrow, 50 damage snipe. Oh, it's Force Snipe. Yeah, it has to be benched Pokemon. Fuck. And then Mellow Wave, 60 for 2. Auto Sleep. Still not good enough. How unfortunate. Love Disc, Feeling Draw. Shuffle your hand and draw 5 cards. I wish it was draw 6 or 7. That would have been much better. Giving Love Disc a little bit of a use, maybe. Guess it's gonna be bad. And then Kyogre. Very happy to see this. 130 HP too. A little bit of an improvement. Do you do some good shit though? Call of the Heaving Sea. Search your deck for a water energy card and attach it to this Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. Okay, they had to fuck it up with the first attack. You're gonna die in one shot. It should have been you put this on any Pokemon you want, not just the Kyogre. And then Dynamic Wave, return 3 energies attached to this Pokemon to your hand and deal 180 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Love this though, love this. So, my kind of Pokemon, just like Moltres from Team Up. Regular Pokemon, only going to give out 1 prize, 140 HP, heavy duty damage, 180 damage. A big cost, but of course this is meant to be used in water energy acceleration decks with Blastoise, Frostmoth, maybe not so much Melanie, but you guys know the drill. So pretty good. Love this. Now, it says, okay, don't apply weakness resistance for bench Pokemon. Perfect. So it is going to hit for weakness in the active position. So that's what I'm talking about. This is the type of card that I like to see for my favorite legendary, one of my favorite legendaries. I like Groudon and Rayquaza. It's basically a tie, but I mean, if I had to pick, Groudon would be my favorite. So, just really pleased. I like attacks like these because they're Pokemon that I can actually use. So, if I ever revisit Blastoise, you guys know this guy is in as a sniper. Like, forget Cramorant V. This is going to be the replacement. And then we got Radiant Alakazam V. Now, I heard about this card, and I'm glad. Like, you always think to yourself, or at least I did, okay, Radiant Pokemon, they're kind of like these gold stars, like prison Pokemon. Are they going to take the chance to print an Alakazam card again? And they did, which is great. But it just means that they're not going to go back, I guess, to full Stage 2 Alakazam lines like the Kadabra and Abra. Yeah, I think it could very well be. They don't really want to fuck around with Uri Geller and get into trouble again, even though he said, oh, it's okay, you can print cards right now. I'm not sure what the legal, like the legal matters would be, how they gotta sort things out. So then it's legit, they can print cards. I don't know. Maybe just word of mouth isn't enough from Uri Geller. But we'll see if they make more Alakazam full Stage 2 lines. So this dude is a Radiant Pokemon, 130 HP, pretty weak. Spoonful of Pain. Once during your turn, you may move up to 2 damage counters from one of your opponent's Pokemon to another one of their Pokemon. That's not so great. It's like a shittier Sinister Hand. And it's only once during your turn. I know it's a basic, but it should have been you get rid of 1 damage counter from your Pokemon and put it on an opponent's Pokemon. Something like that, it would have been stronger. And then Mind Ruler. 20 damage for each card in your opponent's hand. It's like the same thing with Alakazam V. It's not going to put in a lot of work. So, yeah, I don't think this is good. What was the other Radiant Star? I forgot. The other one was definitely better. Yeah, Radiant Serena. She's definitely better than Alakazam. Too bad. You can move up to 2. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The old Absol-EX from 2007 basically did the same shit, but you can only get it when you play that Pokemon down. So, in the right hands and the right deck, this is gonna be a pretty broken ability. So, yeah, I take it back. This is game-winning shit if you just know how to use it. You're not just gonna throw it in your deck, perhaps. It can sort of like manage the damage you put on your opponent's Pokemon in a better way. So if you hit something that you know you're going to kill anyway and you don't want to do the overkill damage, you can take a little bit of damage, put on a different Pokemon, and then it's kind of going to act like an Inteleon. So it's pretty good. perhaps. Got, where the fuck are we? Executor line. Nothing to you. Chilling on the trees. Damn. Executor, powerful storm. 20 damage for each energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So, there's going to be decks around this attack. But, I mean, multiplier isn't that great. Jinx, Capricious Lips. Yeah, no. If this Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an opponent's Pokemon V's attacks, they don't take any prize cards for that KO. I dig this. Even though I don't like Jinx. I mean, who really does, to be honest? It was better when it was the black face, but they had to do it because of censorship and turn it to purple. And it's worse this way. It was better when it was black. But yeah, so I guess against V Pokemon, you know, commit a prize. That's good. It's going to be a specific once again. And then the attack, it doesn't look like it's translated here. Looks like it does 10 for 2 and then 10 more maybe for each energy. We don't know. Too bad. And then we got a Mewtwo. Psypomp. Attach it to 2 sides energy with this out to one of your bench Pokemon. So this is how you do it the correct way. Because even with 130 HP, Mewtwo is going to die. And the limit break, if your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining, this attack does 180 for 3, respectable for sure. Yeah. Both attacks are solid. So nice Mewtwo card. It's making this sort of a dark ball psychic attack too. Gotta love it. Got a Gardevoir line. I got this cute little routes. Memory skip. It has an effect here, but they haven't translated it. Once again, what the fuck, Sarah B? And then Curlia. Once during your turn, you may discard a card from your hand. If you do, draw 2 cards. Holy shit. So this is another Zoroark GX / Empoleon ability copycat. We have a few around. I mean, we've got Cinccino. That's going to rotate out eventually. We have, not Purloin, but the big cat. I always forget the name. But Purloin's evolution. Let's just say that. And I think that's about it. Maybe there's a few more Pokemon that do this shit. Now Curlia is going to do this. And then Gardevoir. Once during your turn, you may discard a card from your hand, and if you do, draw 2 cards. So it's the same thing as Curlia. So it's kind of strange. So I guess, I mean, if people are going to use this as an engine, are they really going to bother with this dude as well? It's not like it has a good attack, Gardevoir. The artwork is really nice. In the sunflowers here. Like the Dressrosa One Piece arc. Reminding me of that. But the HP isn't good. The attack isn't good. So I don't know. I don't see much point of this. It's kind of a waste. Like, especially because this is a stage 2, it should have been you discard a card and you draw 3 cards. Not 2. They should have made it much stronger. Basically like Swampert. Yeah, Swampert does the same shit, I think, too. From Fusion Strike. I think that's his effect. Other cards have this type of effect, giving you more cards. So, it's quite a letdown. Curlia is good because it's a stage 1. But Gardevoir, they fucked up with Gardevoir. Then we got Molly V. Nice, nice. Only 200 HP, Psychic. Wow, why is it a Psychic? It's a Steel Pokemon. Oh, I guess, yeah, it's because of the fairy shit. It looks so weird, man. But I guess fairies are psychics. Flip a coin if heads, discard energy, yeah, and then chomp off, discard a random card from your opponent's hand. Perhaps this can be something when I do like hand control decks, but the damage isn't that much. First attack isn't that great. Unless you get heads, then it's great. And HP is too low for my liking. I guess a V-star though. Oh shit. Didn't see that coming. So, Sudden Chomper. If this Pokemon was on your bench last turn, or this turn, 180 damage. So, okay, be prepared to use this with Dynamax like Crossmouth, Russian Keldeo, Zoroark, those Pokemon in Expanded. And then you can make a deck. Cool shit. I kind of like it though, so I'll probably use it if I get this dude. And then the Star Rondo. You may use this ability during your turn if this Pokemon is on your bench. Switch this Pokemon with your active Pokemon, then switch your opponent's active Pokemon with one of their benched Pokemon. Okay, so it is a pooling that you control. Okay, so this is like Guzma basically. But it has to be on the bench. And then it kind of synergizes with the attack. So, cool shit. I mean, it's a handy ability for sure. If you think about it, Lycan Rock GX just could do this shit when it evolved. It was amazing. This guy just gonna... You do it once per game, but stronger Pokemon. 260 HP, not so great, but I mean, it could have been worse. Got one retreat at the very least. Not bad, not bad. Esper. Jesus Christ, this looks so horrible. I mean, I like yarn artworks, but it looks like a fucking piece of crap, this one. It looks so ugly. It's creepy. Anyway, you got the Meow Stick. Beckoning ears when you play this Pokemon from your hand. Search your deck for up to 2 supporter cards. Put them into your hand. Damn. It's kind of like Inteleon. He forces you to get supporters, but it's still pretty damn good. Indeed, indeed. So that's a good ability. And we got Tapu Lele. Good old Tapu Lele making a comeback. Energy Burst, 20 damage. For each energy attached to both active Pokemon. And then Spiral Drain, heal 30 damage from this Pokemon. Both attacks are kind of meh. Energy Burst needs a better timer. I mean, it's going to be 40 on your own. If your opponent has 2, that's 80 for 2. It's not that great. And then the Spiral Drain, that's shit for sure. Because you're always going to be dead. You're not going to heal damage. Scizor, X-Scissor, and then Dangerous Claws. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a basic Pokemon, 180 for 3. That's okay, I guess. Can come up. Not a lot of people just use basic Pokemon these days. Fuck. Motorcycle, as always. Yeah. I think I gotta hurry the fuck up because I'm dying here. Radiant Jirachi, my kind of card for sure. Looks really, really nice. I mean, maybe zoom in on its face here, flying. Wasn't the best angle, but still looks really good. So pass a wish. Okay. If this Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, search your deck for up to 3 cards and then put them into your hand. So this is like a much more broken old Plasma Storm Manaphy, if I remember it right. Yeah, people probably are not going to try and knock this out. They're going to find a way around it because getting 3 cards like that is too good. Stellar Doom, flip 2 coins if both are heads. Your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out. Okay, I don't like these attacks because, for one, it's shit, and then when it's not shit, it's gonna be broken. Just random double coin flip heads, instant KO. Come on, man. TCE to do that shit too. But the ability, you use this for the ability. It's not something that's going to be consistent. You kind of have to leave it in the active position and hope your opponent kills it. It's going to take up your spot for a Radiant Pokemon. There's more consistent Radiant Pokemon, but I mean, if you really want to make this work, grabbing 3 cards, if you get it off, it's going to be awesome. Especially because they're not going to be able to really play around this shit with N and Marnie. Yeah. Would have been better if it was something different or if it had a better attack, but... Then we got the Clink Clang line, Pokemon that I don't really like. It's Clang that I don't really like. This is like a call for family attack, but in the hand. Why do you exist? Useless. And then Clink Clang. Third Gear. Yeah, shout out to One Piece again. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve, you may search your deck for up to 3 basic energies and attach them to your Pokemon where you like. Fuck. This is pretty good. So you evolve into this, you grab 3 energies from the deck. So it's only a once per game, not a once per game thing, but once you evolve thing. You're not going to get this every turn, like with I forgot its name again. Shit. The grass starter for Sword and Shield. I don't remember its name right now. Like the big ape dude with the drums. It's not going to be like that kind of Pokemon where you can grab 2 energies every turn. But it is going to give you an instant power-up. It's not too bad. I mean, it works with any basic energies though, so it's very flexible. It's going to help us power up some different Pokemon. For sure. Yeah, I think people are just going to use this with Dragonite V in Standard too, or some shit like that. Ponyard. Bisharp. Draw 2 cards, 70 for 2, too weak. Magyarna V. Just 30 damage. Can't be a snipe too. And then a special laser, 100. This Pokemon has any special energies. 220. So it's just like Necrozma. Zacian, 10 more damage. 10 more damage for each of your bench Pokemon. It's kind of weak, but I guess it's going to work with energy, and it's not affected by weakness or any effect on your opponent's active Pokemon, but resist. Shit. So I guess they're trying to make it not hit for weakness, so that it's wasted opportunity again. It's an 100 for 3. That's not great. I mean, it's gonna max out at 7 if you got a full bench. Zamazenta. This Pokemon has any energy attached to it. It takes 30 less damage from attacks, but I mean 130 HP. It's still not so great. It just puts it at the HP range of a Prism Pokemon, let's just say that. And then Revenge, if any of your Pokemon were knocked out, this attack does 1 to 20. This attack is much better than the other dude. You can basically do 220 for 3. So yeah, I think this one is much better than the Zacian. Yeah, 100 for 3 ain't doing shit, and this guy does the same basically for 3. But it has a useful ability. Well, it'll help it out, maybe last a bit longer. First attack, I just don't see how useful it can be. Okay, it's going to be a quick attack in Pokemon with a full bench, 70 for 1, whatever. But this is just going to be much more significant if you use it right. So, yeah, Smeargle, Chroma Palette. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, and Attach any number of basic energy cards to one of your Pokemon. So it's kind of like... I forgot its damn name again. Shit. That Snow Disc Pokemon from Black and White. I don't remember its name again. Anyway. Ho-Oh! That's what's up. Oh, Ho-Oh V actually. Goddamn. So 230 HP colorless Pokemon. Rebirth Flame. Once during your turn, if this card is in your discard pile, you may put this card into your bench. If you do, attach up to 4 energy from your discard pile to this Pokemon. If you do this ability, your turn ends. Wow. Really glad they balanced this out properly, because another Ho-Oh EX like the one we have in Expanded is not what we need right now. This is certainly going to be powerful though. You sacrifice your turn, but I mean, it's a free Pokemon power-up. And Rainbow Burn, 100 damage, and then 30 more for each type of basic energy attached to this Pokemon. You know, the typical Ho-Oh attack effect. 4 times 3, if you have 4 different ones. It's 120, so it's going to be in the range of Zacian, you know, 220 range. For 4, but no other drawback. I'm not gonna lie, it's broken. Do you know why it's broken? Because even if it's kind of slow, and yeah, it's a regular V, damage output it's good, but it's not mega good, you know, 300 damage. The whole point is you're getting this Pokemon and getting so many energies for free on your board. And getting an attacker out of it. So obviously it needs a little bit of setup, and if you want to do some serious damage with Ho-Oh, you will need all 4 of different energies, or at least 3. But man, this is fucking good. Somebody's gonna figure out a way to make a broken deck with this card, because grabbing so many energies for free is good. I'm glad the turn ends, because if it didn't, this would have been some serious heavy shit. Not as bad as like Palkia, Dialga, Arceus GX attack, but almost as good in the fact that you're not going to get prizes, you're not going to get an attack, but you put yourself ahead so much with those extra energies. So it's a great Pokemon, even though it's not going to be the easiest Pokemon to use. Okay. It's good though, because it's been a while since we've seen a really good Ho-Oh card. Pretty much since Ho-Oh EX from Black and White. We got Swablu, Swabble. Come on. Artwork is not good. It doesn't do much either. There's an effect, can't see, or can't read. Altaria, Magical Echo, move all damage counters from one of your bench Pokemon to your opponent's active Pokemon. So just like Xerneas GX, I think that's right. Move all damage counters. Yeah, this is good shit if you use this right. It's a stage 2 though. Attack cost is easy though, you just do this with a DC. Could be a nice tech Pokemon actually. Yeah, because you absorb like 250 damage on your vstar, then you retreat, then you use this. Holy shit. Could be broken as fuck. You're gonna have to be careful to play around this card. I'm actually gonna definitely need to find a way to use this, because it screams exploit. And then we're finally to the end. God damn. Chatot. Discard a card, draw 2. Okay. Energy Switch Reprint. Then we got Capture Aroma. Flip a coin if head, select an evolved Pokemon. If tail, select a basic Pokemon from your deck and add it to your hand. So this is an amazing card because, my dude, this is like a free quick ball that can also be a incense, basically. God damn. Yeah, this card is good. I mean, whatever you get, it's nice. Put it into your hand too? God damn. I mean, I guess the thing is, though, is that the coin flip is gonna force you to get the effect. So you can't rely. Okay, I guess I take it back a little bit. You can't rely on this in early game. Like if you want to grab like a Tapu Lele GX or a Crobat V, if you flip heads, you have to get an evolved Pokemon. So yeah. And then when you want an evolved Pokemon, it's not guaranteed once again. It's an okay card though. I think it does have some uses. Switch Reprint and then Emergency Jelly. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? At the end of either player's turn, if the Pokemon this card is attached to has any damage counters on it, heal 30. 30 or less HP left, heal 120. And then discard this card. So it's like it's like a hyper potion in a way that's 30 or less HP left. Yeah, I get it. Kind of situational, but tank decks are probably going to like this. Can be pretty broken. Judge Reprint. Serena. I think this is her first appearance. Well, with her name anyway. So choose one. Discard up to 3 cards from your hand. If you discarded any cards this way, draw until you have 5 cards. Not a good effect at all. And the other effect is switch one of your opponent's benched Pokemon V with their active Pokemon. So it's a boss's orders, but it has to be a V. Once again, specific situational. They had to fucking make her effect like this so that it's a pain in the ass for me to use this with Delphox. I don't like this card because when I use a supporter card to draw cards, it takes up my supporter for the turn. So I want to have a good effect that's a plus effect, let's just say that. It's going to give me card advantage somehow. This, you got to discard 3 cards from your hand, and it's not even like a draw 7. It's you draw until you have 5. What the fuck kind of a draw is this? Now, I guess the idea is you're going to discard a few of the Serenas, and then Delphox can start working. But it's not consistent. And the pulling effect is good. I'm not going to lie. This is going to be like the boss's orders, I guess, for the deck. But it has to be a V. I guess they gotta have a benched Pokemon V, so the active Pokemon doesn't matter. So I guess this is gonna be your guaranteed way for as long as Crobat V sees play to grab a Crobat V and win the game. Or just some other V. It could have been much better, to be honest. Seriously. Anyway, we're going to have to find a way to utilize it, though, if we want to use Delphox. And then we got the Furisode girl. I don't quite remember where she's from. I think from the Sun and Moon games. But I could be wrong. Maybe it's from X and Y. Yeah, I don't know. Switch your deck for a basic Pokemon. Put that onto your bench, then shuffle your deck. Then you may switch to that Pokemon with your active Pokemon. Combo shit, but yeah, very combo shit specific. If you're gonna try and use this to set up, you're not gonna be that good. I guess you can search something and search a wall and then put it in the active position. So it's gonna act like a switch, but it's very situational card. Something we've never seen before. And then we got our man, our cool guy, Wallace. Finally getting a supporter card. Draw 3 cards. Your opponent may draw 1 card. If they do, you draw 1 more card. No, this is not a good supporter card. Fuck! I can draw 4 cards if I use the Schoolgirl. I can draw 4 cards if I use other supporter cards. Your opponent is always going to draw 1 card because it's just a free draw card for them. I mean, if they don't draw, then it just draw 3, so it's not anything good anyway. I'm sorry, this is not a good card. Why the fuck, all of my favorite like characters from Gen 3, they give them situational pain in the ass effects. Fuck. Like even Roxanne, she can be pretty good, but she's so situational. Damn. Double Turbo Energy reprint, and then we got the V-Guard Energy. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides Colorless. The Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks from opponent's Pokemon. What? You can't apply more than 1. So I guess we can use this to turn colorless Pokemon into attacks. It's actually... Wow. But you can't apply more than 1. Shit. That's unfortunate. We could have done some broken-ass Porygon Z, I don't know, with like Salamence V, VMAX of shit with this. You could have done some things. But because it's just 1, I guess it can still be pretty nice, but it's a strong special energy still. Blissey would appreciate this actually. Yeah. And that is the cards. Everything else is like alternate arts. So good. Milotic with Wallace. I wish these cards were better, but they're not. You got Breaks In with Serena. Good shit. Gardevoir with, I think it's Diantha, what's her fucking name? Altaria with, I forgot her name. Fuck. Lycia, that's right, I think it's Lycia. This one is awesome too. I think this one is the coolest. Because Lycia has a sexy angle here. Nice. And then maybe this one is going to be the most expensive. Superior V with, I forgot her name. But the chick from Black and White 2, I think. Yeah, it looks like there's supposed to be more, but they have not all been revealed here. But the main set is revealed. Okay. So this is Incandescent Arcana. This is going to be the last Sword and Shield set. I'm quite sure. Possibly vstar Pokemon won't come out after this one. Maybe in some collection boxes or whatever the fuck. I don't want to see your Mega. Let's scroll down. V-Stars are short-lived, I think. But, I mean, EX Pokemon are going to be doing the same shit, probably almost. And... yeah, another era comes to an end. I mean, by the time we see this set, it's going to be like 4 months. I think it's coming in November, so yeah. It's not going to take as long as Lost Origin. But the era is coming to a close. And I think Pokemon TCG Live must be just right around the corner. I always say this every time, but it's not going to get any later than sooner, I think. I mean, it should come. I might even come with the next set, who knows. Might come with the Scarlet and Violet era start. So, I don't know what else to say, to be honest. I think there's something I'm forgetting, but they definitely changed things up a little bit when it comes to the release window. This one is coming a bit sooner. The Lost Origin took a little longer in September instead of August to come. Changing shit up. But because they went back with November, then... oh shit. It means that they're not going to change from their usual schedule when the next set is coming out sooner. Okay. Anyways, I think I've said enough. Hope you guys enjoyed the set review. When it comes to the set itself, there's some good ass cards. I like Kyogre, probably my favorite card. Delphox, I want to find a way to use it because I love Delphox. A lot of good ass Vs. Reshiram V is good. Superior V-Star is great. Just only one, or no, it's not the only V-Star. Vulpix, Alolan Vulpix can make for a good tech. Trainers, they honestly kind of suck. I think there was not any good, like super good trainer card. Capture Aroma can be situational. Emergency Jettings for tank decks. The other supporters are very situational. Wallace is just straight up bad. I'm sorry. Like maybe if you're trying to deck out your opponent, I don't know. I mean, it's not good. Other supporters do his job better. And that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this set. Subscribe. Altaria. Yeah, this one is definitely good. Ho-Ho, can't forget. So it does have a lot of good cards. And the Radiant cards too. Draw Pokemon. It's got everything for everybody, like a good set should. Alright. So subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. Warai!